you ready to make technology work for you? Tune in to Act on Tech, the podcast where we break down the latest tech trends and show you how to boost your productivity at home and in your business. So, subscribe to Act on Tech today and visit alexcustomtech.com to see how we can take your business to the next level. That's Act on Tech, your guide to smarter tech for a smarter business. Alex Custom Tech, IT means integrity and trust.
Hello. Welcome to Act on Tech, where we talk all things technology. I am Alex of Alex Custom Tech, and today we're talking about something that's been quietly happening in the background of the tech world, which is Windows 11 backlash, or Windows 11 losing market share. That's the tech speak, if you want to call it that. In this episode, we're going to explore this phenomenon, if you want to call it that, or what's going on and how you really should view it as a residential owner of somebody who uses Windows computers or a business owner. There's a lot of talk, a lot of things. I'm going to begin to unpack it here today on this episode. I figured to talk about it because it is being talked about, but a lot of tech people are talking about it, and they're talking about it from their perspective. And to be honest with you, I have an opinion on it too. I'm going to talk about that later. And let me going to try to give you a objective, to the point reason why this is happening. And it's not even like an opinion, it's why it's happening for real. And talk about the tech guys and how they see it and how I see it, if I align with them or not, you'll see. So in this episode, like I said, we're gonna, it's not about bashing Microsoft, because I don't bash companies. I don't think that's necessary. And it's not about hype headlines either. It's about understanding why adoption is slow and why users are stepping away from it, and what this means for business and everyday users, residential people. Try to make sense or try to make smart decisions, or intentional ones, in the whole process. So when Windows 11 launched, right, Microsoft positioned it as the future of personal computing and a cleaner interface, and tighter cloud integration, stronger security by default, right, and deep AI feature thing, right? That's how they how they marketed it, and they really thought it looked better than everything else that came before it, and very cloud integration dependency, right? But adaptation really didn't really follow what the regular Windows upgraded pattern. So when you upgrade from other version of Windows to the next one, is that it's for tech guys, it's very easy to do it, right? This one's a little bit more involved, and instead of a smooth transition, like for instance Windows 7 to Windows 10, we are seeing hesitation, resistance, and some cases outright avoidance, right? So the question is, what's actually driving this trend, right? So a couple of things. So about the whole hardware requirement change, right? That changed the game a little bit. I changed the game significantly. I wouldn't say a little bit, but is that the reason why people really not adapting Windows 11? Is that the reason, right? One of the biggest barriers to adaptation, people say, was the hardware compatibility, right? Windows 11 requires a TPM 2.0 computer newer CPUs, secure boot enabled. So you have to have, that, right? And for business and home users alike, this means, right, perfectly functioning machines were suddenly unsupported. Forced hardware upgrade with no performance benefit, right? And increased cost with little perceived value. So people who are like pen and paper and sheet and spreadsheets are looking at this and like, this doesn't really make much sense to upgrade to Windows 11 when I just bought a computer 2 years ago. Why? It doesn't really make much sense. And again, in the cost benefit analysis, the ROI, it just doesn't add up, right? So, but from a technical standpoint, these requirements improve security, and from a user standpoint, they felt arbitrary and expensive. So you might say, well, what do you mean from a technical standpoint, these requirements improve security? Well, it does. No uncertain terms, yes. Windows, we depend on them to do the updates and that kind of stuff. So if they do have it in their wheelhouse more, right, they have a little bit more control over it. But the question is that right? This is a moral question, right? It's a moral question. Is that right for them to have that much control over your computer and be able to take snapshot of everything you're doing on your computer and all these draconian things? Like, is that right? Right? And that's the matter of, that's the thing, that's the rub, and that's the disconnecting matter, right? So forced change create resistance. People are, and it's gonna get philosophical, but people, when you try to force them to do things, it creates more resistance. They kind of question you, why you're forcing me to do this, why you're not giving me the ability to make a decision. And that's embedded in everybody. Okay, everybody's gonna be like, no, I don't like how you're forcing me to do this, right? No matter how you think that it's right, they're gonna question it. And to be honest with you, it's not just Windows, it's the political climate right now, and it's very people believe that they're right, so because they're right, it justifies them to mandate things because they're right. They don't give you the choice, and the thing is too, with choice come responsibilities, and responsibilities have consequences, and people want choices, but at the same time they don't want the consequences. It's like a double-edged sword, but Windows forced people to it's a more force to push them into Windows 11, and Windows 11 didn't just invite users to upgrade, it pushed them, right? And we saw persistent upgrade prompts on the computers on Windows 10, go to Windows 11, go to Windows 11, go to Windows 11 all the time, right? Windows 10 end of life support deadline, oh, it's looming, oh, we're not going to support you after a certain time, blah blah blah. That was kind of like the fear mongering. And then the features remove or change without users input. So there's like another thing, like long time ago, we would have people used to have testers for Windows, and old tech guys can back me up on this one. You used to have testers, they would get Windows before the beta, call them betas, and they would get the OS before everybody else, and they would work on it, and then they would give Windows feedback, and then Windows, okay, take the feedback and then create the OS based on what these guys say, and then they will release the finished product. What Windows started to do later is let go of those beta testers, and then they started to give everybody this ugly unfinished product, and then based on what people complain about, the users that paid for it, then they make the changes, right? And then that's what they used to do. And now, the other says, forgo all that, you're gonna get this, you're gonna take it, you're gonna love it, and that's it. It's very pushy, right? So there's no support. They never feel like they got any say in the upgrade. People just feel like they was, people feel rushed, and they didn't feel empowered, or they were part of the process, and they felt controlled, and that's why the resistance started. Right now, the UI and workflow shift. Now, I was at a point where I use Windows 7 so much that I could tell you where to go, what to click over the phone when I'm doing these calls with like help desk. I could tell them click here and get you to where you want to get to fix something. And now Windows 11 is complete. It's like extra clicks to get to things. Now that doesn't bother me. A tech guy, it doesn't really bother me that much. But there are people who want things to be where they were, and it's easier for them. They get frustrated when things are changed, especially when it comes to technology. So common complaints include taskbar limitation, start menu changes, extra clicks for basic tasks, setting speed across multiple menus, right? So power users like myself and business users value efficiency over, what do you call it, over aesthetics. It's kind of my problem, but I do value efficiency over how pretty things look. And when productivity slows down, it's gonna cause problems, right? People are gonna not like that. So that's kind of one of the things. So the UI and the workflow, that's also a shift, right? And tech community response. Now this is kind of where I would fall into play, and other people like myself. This is the reason why I really want to make the video, because in my feed, I'm getting a lot of feedback from tech people complaining about Windows and losing market share, and people are staying on Linux. Some people are going to go to Linux now, and all these things, and it's true. People are asking me about Linux now, and I'm recommending Linux to them. I'm recommending different distros, but I'm recommending, because this normal Linux will look exactly like Windows, and you won't. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but you'll be fine. So Linux can be used as a substitute in some ways, and then you can run Wine on it and then run the Windows application. Not every single one, right? So don't hold me to it, but that's a good way to start, right? And I'm just doing this as a caveat. So people are doing that, but it's not everybody that's doing it. Now, big companies are still running Windows 11. My company, which is a Fortune 500 company, upgraded all the computers to Windows 11, right? I assisted with that, right? And other companies do it, and there are users that have upgraded to Windows 11 from a long time ago, and they're fine, right? So if that's the case, who's really upgrading? Who's really complaining about the upgrade? Okay, the people have to buy new computers, because the one they had before should have been upgraded to but didn't, and that's frustrating, right? They're complaining, and tech guys are complaining, and people like myself. Okay, am I happy with? It's a million-dollar question. Am I happy with Windows 11? No, I'm not. I'm not happy with it, right? But I use it. Now, I only run Windows 11 on one computer, and that's the one that's my work in the field computer where I'm not home. I take that one with me. My ThinkPad, that runs Windows 11, right? And my gaming PC run Windows 11, and my gaming laptop run Windows 11. Now, my radio station does not go on the internet. It runs Windows 7, and my office computer, which is heavily secure, run Windows 10. Everything else is Linux. Even my home theater is Linux, right? My wife's computer is Windows 11, right? Now, it's a pain to install Windows 11 on people's computer when they give me one to upgrade, right? But there are workarounds. You can even strip Windows 11 so it works the way you want to do it. So now again, there is alternative even within the Windows 11 OS, but it requires technical knowledge. And Copilot is a pain, but you can get rid of it, right? You can have Windows without the user account, the Microsoft user account. And people might say, oh, you can. There's a way to do it. And so, again, you can, but what that does, it dismantles you from the Windows ecosystem, and then now you are responsible for the computer and you're responsible for the security. I don't mind that responsibility. I think that's a representation of freedom and liberty. People, you're not gonna have it both ways. People, you're there's no solutions in life, only trade-offs. So this is a perfect example, right? Yes, it's very draconian. I agree, right? If you have a computer, Windows have all these things because their company, they have all these things that they want on the computer. You can't get it because of your computer. Well, fine, just run Linux or stay on Windows 10. You don't have to go to Windows 11. Just stay on Windows 10 and know that you now have to be more secure. You don't have to go to Windows 11. This false sense of again, and I'm telling you this because I said to people, you have to make sure that you can get updates, and that still means that's important. But there's good hygiene you can do without going to Windows 11 that still protects your Windows 10 computer. Okay, now maybe we're too comfortable with just trusting Windows to update the computer and not have to worry about it, blah blah blah. But again, what is happening is that you have the opportunity now to have more freedom. It's gonna be more work, I agree, but say you're a residential person and you don't want to call an MSP and you don't want to call a tech person, right? Run Linux on your machine. You're only going online anyway. Run Linux, and then for the programs that you need, that requires Windows, run Wine, and then you have these applications that runs on there, and then you do most of your stuff on the cloud, because on the internet. Because honestly, I look at my wife's usership and my kids' usership, and even what we do at work. We don't have any application that we use that requires Windows itself. Everything we do is in the cloud via the web base. So via the browser, it's only one application that is the Office application that we use, but it's actually DOS. So at the end of the day, you can run that in Wine if you really wanted to. So again, I don't really see. I maybe because I'm a technical person, I see the workaround now. And again, we are living in a world where everybody wants things convenient, and you know, they want it to just work, and they don't want to do too much work on their own, and I get that. But if you give up all of those things because you want convenience, then you're going to have to deal with the draconian Windows, Microsoft hammering you over the head thing. Now, I want to say this because I heard this, and this is kind of one of the reasons why I'm motivated to do the video. There are countries, I don't know the names right now, that ran Windows 10 and literally is banning it and saying we're not going to Windows 11 because it's a security risk. We're just going to run Linux. I was shocked when I heard this. And here's why they did it: because they have Windows in their hospital system in their country, and Windows takes snapshots of the screen periodically and sends it to the database. And these people have medical and people's information on these screens. They don't feel comfortable with that, which is a legitimate thing. 100%, I agree, right? So again, the countries are saying no, based on what we're doing, Windows is not secure enough for us to do it. Not secure as far as won't we get hacked. It's just that the information that they're uploading to their servers, we don't want them to have. So we're gonna, for the safety of our patients, we're gonna go to Linux. I am very impressed with that, and this is kind of the reason why I'm motivating to tell you. So the tech bros were saying, oh, Windows 11, I have no control over the computer. I don't know why they're complaining, because they have the knowledge to work around this stuff. So why are you complaining about it? Just do what you gotta do. Even me, my never told any customer not to, you know, not to do Windows. They say, I have this good computer, I bought it 5 years ago, why it's not working? But I say, okay, just run Linux on it. Or I'll say, these are the hygienes you want to have if you're going to keep Windows 10. You don't, it's not the end of the world. I'm not taking away the fact that the numbers are saying people are not upgrading the way Windows wanted them to, and that's good. If people are saying, I'm gonna pass, Windows will see, and Windows might have to make a decision. They might have to roll back this TPM stuff and roll back all these things they got going on, because people are saying no, because that's, at the end of the day, that's their customers. People now have options, and they're gonna exercise those options. And I want them to see anything that have to do with freedom and liberty. I am pro that. And if And if this is forcing people to be more accountable and take more control over what they are doing, that's good. So I am not happy with the circumstances again, but at the same time, you don't have to do this stuff with Windows 11. You don't have to do it. Now, again, I'm not saying just have Windows 10 and not do anything. You can't have Windows 10 after it's not being supported anymore and just close your eyes and cross your fingers and hope for the best. No, there's gonna be vulnerabilities in there, and you might get hacked. But you can prevent it by having a good hygiene when it comes to technology. Have good tech hygiene. Good tech hygiene can prevent, the things from happening. Or you can get Linux on that machine, right? Run Windows 10 as a virtual machine and pop it open when you're ready to use it and close it. There's options. You have options. You don't have to go to Windows 11 if you're not comfortable with the security stuff. You don't have to do it. There are alternatives. There is more alternatives now than when I started doing tech. There really is. I'm way better with Windows than I am with Linux. I use Linux a lot, but I'm way better with Windows than I am with Linux. Most of the time, when I'm even using Linux, it's more in a server environment. It's very good for me to have my setup NAS and when I'm doing if I'm doing anything with data recovery or anything like that, then I pop up my Linux machine and I use it for that. And on my server rack, on my coding projects and that kind of stuff, I use Linux. Most of the time, I'm on Windows, right? And I don't abandon, the OSs. Like, for instance, you'd be surprised. One of the things I take with me on the road in my work van, XP. I have a computer in my van that's Windows XP. You know all that is, but it's sturdy. It's functions. It works, and I use it. I still use it. So again, I'm not telling you to go get XP now because Windows 11 is messed up. I'm saying is that you have control over what you use and how you use it. You don't let Windows or Microsoft or Apple dictate anything to you. They're giving you information, and some of the information they're giving you is to persuade you to do something. Yes, but you have to ask yourself and do your own evaluation and say, do I need to do this or not? And this is a very interesting podcast because really we've been a long time talking about Windows 11 and why it's losing market share. It's losing market share because people don't like the locking down or not having the ability to having the freedom and all the things that they have to. They're losing a lot of the things that they're used to, and they don't want to get. There's a plethora of reasons, right? But I think at the end of the day, it's come down to convenience. This is an inconvenience to people, and people don't like inconvenience. Convenience win over inconvenience all the time, and that's why they're losing market share at the end of the day. I'm not to mention the security stuff, because people wouldn't know about the whole taking pictures of Windows, taking pictures of the screen unless we didn't tell them. And a lot of the tech bros are kind of fear mongering this whole process too. But at the end of the day, right, the resistance is the hardware, the TPM stuff, and the security stuff, and the cloud stuff. That's why I don't even touched on the AI thing, because Windows doing this betting on AI the way they're betting on AI is good and not so good, because they need to understand that it has to be a tool that it's still in the infancy stage where we don't know what it's going to be yet. So them just saying, oh, AI, Copilot, AI, it's not even, people don't even use it that much seriously. No, they don't. So they're just pushing stuff like, it's kind of like how they push their browser. Like, everybody who has a Windows computer with Windows on it don't even use Edge, right? And Windows know they don't use Edge, but they still tell you, oh, you use Edge. People use Google. People use Chrome. People use a lot of OSs, a lot of browsers, except for the one that's built in the computer. Okay, so Windows need to know. Windows know this. They are aware of this. So Again, it's a little bit of a rant on that, but the tech community response is more restrictive, more cloud dependency, less user control. That's what the issue is. And this leads to business delaying upgrade, because again, we tech guys are telling the businesses this stuff, and we're saying, not me, but some tech guys are saying, let's hold off on Windows 11 but they're telling them that. So what does that tell you? That they're telling their clients to not upgrade to Windows 11. They're managing and keeping Windows 10 secure without Windows 11, which tells me that they're doing what I'm doing with my Windows 10 here. They're having good tech hygiene. They're doing more to protect the client now, because they don't want to deal with the Windows 11 kerfuffle, and they don't want to upgrade the computers that are perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine computers. They don't need to get new computers and spend a whole bunch of money for what? So it tells you that you don't have to do it. It's workaround. Okay. And also to continue, the life of Windows 10, increase interest in Linux for specific workloads. So now they're saying, okay, let's do a hybrid thing. Let's have Windows and Linux in the office. Let's use some more stuff with Windows. Let's teach people how to use Linux. People get more comfortable with Linux. I know people are really using Linux as their computer now, not Windows, right? And if you are going to use it, use Ubuntu. Ubuntu has a click-on thing like Windows. So it doesn't mean that Windows is dead. It just means that people have more choice at the end of the day, and choices are good. Alternative are more visible than ever, right? And Linux-based laptops are stable and user-friendly. Web-based apps replace native software. What is that again? Chromebooks are being used now, right? People using Chromebooks now. And AI isn't enough to force adoption. I told you that, right? So, what does this mean? Well, you don't need to rush to upgrade. Stability matters more than novelty at the end of the day. Technology decisions should be intentional, not reactive, which is kind of what I'm saying in this whole thing. If Windows 10 still works, is secure, and fits your workflow, work with the partners, get a good hygiene, and you'll be fine, right? Actionable takeaway: Windows 11 adoption is slowing, not failing. Hardware requirements create real friction. Force upgrade create resistance. Alternative are stronger than ever. Like I told you that before. And business should upgrade on their timeline. That's the key. Freedom. Right? Thanks for listening to Alex Custom Tech. Windows 11 isn't losing market share because it's broken. It's losing it market share because users have choices, right? Remember that. Okay, so until next time, stay intentional, stay informed, and keep acting on tech. And by all means, check out my website if you need more information. All right, I didn't want to run this podcast too long, right? Stay productive.
Hey there, Jersey and Eastern PA businesses. Ready to take your IT game to the next level? Get excited because Alex Custom Tech is coming your way. We're your go-to for IT support, bringing integrity and trust to every service. From network upgrades to virtualization and even relocating your IT setup, we've got you covered. Stay tuned as we put the finishing touches on our new site. Alex Custom Tech, helping your business thrive with top-notch IT support right in your backyard.
Welcome to Alex Custom Tech, your trusted partner for computer service and repair since 2010. We provide professional consulting services to clients throughout New Jersey and Pennsylvania, offering everything from computer repair to network design and installation. Our focus is on building efficient, results-driven professional relationships with our clients. We work with you to create customized solutions that fit your specific needs, whether you're an individual or an organization. Our comprehensive IT consulting services are designed to make your technology work more effectively for you. We provide solutions that meet your business's performance and utilization demands. Because we understand that when your technology doesn't work, neither do you. We specialize in network design and implementation, taking the pain out of network creation, maintenance, and repair. Our team understands that even minimal downtime can impact your productivity and revenue. That's why we offer 24/7 proactive monitoring and maintenance to strategically optimize and protect your infrastructure. For residential and business clients, we provide affordable and reliable computer repair services, available both on-site and at our location. Our commitment to quality is reflected in our satisfied customers' experiences. We service New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Alex Custom Tech is ready to serve your IT needs. Contact us today at 855-668-6315 or email info@alexcustomtech.com to discover how Alex Custom Tech can help optimize your technology solutions.